You're certainly full of surprises, aren't you?
Trust me, it's not intentional.
Sorry, that was insensitive of me. Though, there's still an awful lot I wish I could understand. Every new piece of information seems only to yield further mysteries. The truth feels just as elusive as when we first started. I am well aware of where you got your powers. But why, as a Dahnan, do you bear the same crest as the current Renan sovereign? More to the point, why choose a Dahnan for their sovereign in the first place? And then there is the Maiden, a figure so powerful, she's playing yin to the sovereign's yang in esoteric ceremonies. And yet, I've never even heard of her. Then again, this all occurred 300 years ago. What if the term sovereign doesn't even hold the same meaning as it did back then? Listen, I may be a traitor among my people, but I am still Renan, born and raised. I learned the same history, listened rapt to the same tales. And yet now I feel like there was little truth to any of it.
Speaking of which, there's something else that I remember from the spirit channeling ceremony. It used the Renis Alma.
You're certain?
Yes. Or at least that's what they called it. Only you would know if it was one and the same.
Oh, I have never laid eyes on the real artifact myself. And you never participated in a crown contest. You're not even Renan. Many mysteries lay buried in these 3 centuries past.
3 centuries is more than several lifetimes. Was I really out that long?
Well, I'm only estimating based on historical record. But all the facts would seem to point that way.
Who the hell am I?
If I may be frank, we have even bigger fish to fry than that. By comparison, the far more important question at hand is, just what does it all mean?
Frank, huh?
Sometimes, we need a little help in addressing the truth behind our pain. Not to compete over lives lost, but I suspect your count is still somewhat beneath mine.
Thanks for lending me an ear. And sorry for being a bother.
Please, no thanks are necessary. The quicker you get back on your feet, the sooner we can all get back out there.
All this time, I thought it was the worrying about Xion and the pain bringing you down. I didn't realize you were lonely too.
I guess all of us are. In one way or another.
Yeah, but you've only just found out. I mean, no, not found out. Remembered.
To tell you the truth, I was actually beginning to forget I'd even lost my memory in the first place. Now that it's returned, well, you can see what I'm like. It's strange. When I think about Lenegis, it still feels like it was only a year or 2 ago that I was there. But then I realized what feels like years was actually centuries ago.
What about your hometown? Do you know if it's still there?
I doubt it. When the Renans invaded, the world as I knew it changed overnight. Even if the place is still there physically, I expect the people will be long gone. Certainly everyone I knew, at least. My family, my friends.
Yeah, I know how that feels. I have no home to return to either. No family waiting for me. I used to curse my bad luck that I'd ever been born a mage in the first place. Otherwise, if I hadn't, maybe my mother and father would still be alive today. Although if that had been the case, I guess I'd probably still be just another slave with no means to resist. I'd never have met up with you guys, that's for sure.
Have you learned to embrace your powers yet?
Nuh-uh. I resent them a little less than before, though. They've kept me alive this long, right? I try not to think about it too much. After all, who can predict what the future will hold? I guess what I'm trying to say is that with everything that's happened in your past, finding out you're the Sovereign and all, it's no wonder you're conflicted. Heck, honestly, I think anyone would be.
Rinwell.
First it was Shion, then it was me, and now it's you. All of us suffering, just because of some power we never even asked for.
Yeah. All this time you were suffering right in front of me, and I never even knew. I feel like I finally understand what you and Shion were going through.
You couldn't have known. Still, if you want to make it up to her, shouldn't we hurry it up and rescue her already? Poor Shion must be lonely, all by herself wherever she is.
Yeah, you're right. Let's get going. What do you see out there?
Zeugles. Strays by the looks of it. We unwittingly disturbed their territory on our way here, and now they're looking pretty riled up. So, feel like you're making headway? You know, sorting through things?
All I know is Shion needs our help. As for what happens after that...
Say, how did you get back down here from Lenegis anyway?
I came down in a Renan starship. I have Naori to thank for that.
What happened to her? Did she come with you?
She stayed behind. Just as I wanted to get back to Dana and my people, Naori's place was with her fellow Renans, performing her duties as the Maiden. Neither of us asked for the power or roles we were given. I suppose we felt a kinship with each other in that sense. But even then...
Wait, so you mean it wasn't just Danans like you that Lenegis abducted? You're saying they forced Naori, one of their own, to serve against her will as well?
Even within Renan society itself, there exists a hierarchy. I don't think she was ever given the option to refuse. Despite that, she did everything she possibly could to serve her people. The very same ones I ended up slaughtering. And even after that, she still helped me escape back to Dana. She stayed behind on Lenegis to help any of her people who survived. I owe her more than words can express. A debt left to fester for what? 300 years? How do I even begin to make up for something like that?
In all honesty, you don't. You can't atone for what's happened in the past. I don't think anyone can. Be it several centuries ago, or just yesterday.
What are you saying? That I might as well give up?
I'm saying you don't have to be a white knight in shining armor. Back after my brother had passed away, it was you who told me that his dream lived on inside me. And you did the same for him, for Dohalim, when he was ready to give up too. You were there for both of us. You know what I heard? I heard you telling me to keep fighting, to strive no matter what.
Then I was out of line. I had no right to ask that of you.
No, you're wrong. Those words were exactly what I needed to hear at the time. In fact, I would go as far as to say that I wouldn't even be here had I not heard them. Left to my own devices, who knows when I would have been able to pick myself up. Besides, it's not like killing all those people was a choice that you made of your own free will, right? The truly terrible ones are the people who abducted you. The ones who forced you to wield that power. They're the ones you should be blaming. Not only that, but that guilt you feel inside, that's all the proof you need to know you're a good person, Alphen. Do you understand? If I'm still allowed to fight and keep on living, then damn it, Alphen, so the hell are you. But if you're still not convinced, then ask yourself this. What is it that you've really been fighting for this whole time? Go on, ask yourself.
What I've been fighting for, huh?
Alphen, are we gonna go rescue Shion or what? What's gotten into you, man? Aren't you worried about her?
Do I even have any right to be?
If you were in my place, you'd say, to hell with all that. What do you want to do?
Sounds like me. Pretending I have all the answers is kind of my forte.
Come on, man, snap out of it. This isn't like you. Look, I get it. You finally remember your past, only to feel like you've lost yourself again. You're in shock, and who wouldn't be? Worse still, you blame yourself for what happened. And yeah, I don't agree, but that doesn't mean I don't understand either. But here's the thing. None of that's got anything to do with Shion.
I guess.
It's about Naori, isn't it? Look, you're still here, aren't you? Who's to say this chick isn't alive and kicking out there somewhere, too? Fine, I've said my piece. The thing is, though, where does this leave Shion?
My power consumed me once already. I left behind a path of fire and destruction. And the same thing could happen again. I can't guarantee anyone's safety, including Shion's.
So you think we might get burned up because of your sovereign powers? I can think of worse ways to go. Come on, fight this thing! What happened to the guy who talked to me after my dad died? The one who cared enough to reach out and save me? That's the guy I was proud to follow. Not this faltering imposter who's taken his place.
Law.
No, I'm serious. What's gotten into you, man? Just give me the word and I'll beat some sense into you if that's what it takes. Now, I'm gonna ask you this once and only once. Are you serious about rescuing Shion or not? What's it gonna be, Alphen?
What do you think? Of course I want to rescue her. Hell, I'd do it right now if I could.
So then quit griping and do it already!
Listen, you're probably right about all this.
Alphen.
It's exactly like you said. Whatever happened in my past has nothing to do with Shion. But there's still so much that I... There I go again. So much for the inspiring Alphen of old.
He could be a pain sometimes. Besides, even a hero has to let the cracks show once in a while, right?
Yeah, I guess you're right. Just give me a little more time to fill in the cracks. And thanks, Law.
Hey, don't even mention it. You've totally got this, Alphen. I believe in you.
Back to the inn, I guess. What is it?
Zeugles, that's what! They're almost at the village gates!
Any closer and they'll be house hunting. I knew we shouldn't have cut through their territory.
That sounds bad.
Can you fight? No shame in bowing out if you're not up for it.
Kisara's right. You don't want to go overdoing it.
I'm up for it.
Really?
You ready?
As ready as I'll ever be. It's now or never, right?
Alvin, right! Great to have you back! Now let's do this!
Look sharp, people! If we don't act fast, they're going to get into the village.
Right. We need to hurry.
Remember, if the pain's too much,
We've all got our own pain to deal with. I'm done letting others pick up my slack.
Here they come! We can't let you... A single one through!
There's a firm no-Zeugle policy.
Fine by me! Let's get to work then!
It's over!
I'll let you know, Dad.
Come on!
keep it high. Just back it out again.
You're mine! Eternal devastation! Slash! Swallow blade! Dazzle! Here I come! Mirage!
I'll take it from here. Let's see how you handle this! Deus Roar! Purge malevolence! Go!
You could use a hand!
The enemy wields arts too.
We'll soon see about that.
I'll trip it up.
Regenerate!
Don't suffer in
Dragon
silence.
form! Is this it?
I couldn't make it in time.
Begin!
Tempted Swirl!
From beyond,
that came from?
imbue this vanquish soul with love.
Here you go! Dance in the wind!
Shine,
Air
radiant
thrust!
light.
Not
Full
done yet.
regeneration. Regenerate.
Dragon swarm!
They
Beyond,
illuminate the
imbue
dark!
this vanquished
Come
soul
forth,
with
Holy
life.
River!
Resuscitation.
Train
Let
harder!
us purge malevolence! Undead Worm! Freeze flame! Everyone, get back! It's too dangerous!
Double demon fang!
Illuminate the dark! Come forth! Great
Take this!
Tiger Blade! I'll take it from here. Let's see how you handle this! Deus Roar!
Take it! I'm ready!
Here's
It's
your
over!
ritual! Frozen!
Hammer!
Shine, radiant light. Full
Piercing
regeneration.
Cascade!
Regenerate.
Going
Don't
in!
suffer in silence.
Swallow blade!
I'll be saving
Dragon
this
swarm!
one! Let
Don't suffer in silence.
Who cares?
I'm ready! In an instant! Impact block!
Alphen, you okay?
I'm fine. pain thing really hurts, huh?
But hey, at least you're still alive.
It wouldn't be called pain if it was pleasant. It can be pretty useful, though. It's good motivation to improve and get stronger.
Guess I've got a lot of room to improve in that regard.
Anyway, I'm glad we could protect the village, especially after everything they've done for us.
Yeah.
You know, Thistleum kind of reminds me of home. The people here have hidden themselves away out of the fear of being found, always watching their backs. Though in the end, home was destroyed anyway.
That won't happen here.
Oh? Is that a hint of fighting spirit I sense?
Yeah. I won't lie. Some of these memories will take a while to process. But I've learned something too. My rage, this fury I feel at our so-called rulers, it comes from having so much of myself stripped away from me back then. Friends, family, home. They took everything from me, and left me with nothing but guilt. I was completely alone. At least that's what I thought. But not anymore. Since I awakened, I've met people who I care about. Friends who hold me up. Friends who make me feel like I'm worth something. And I won't lose that. Not ever again. I'll protect those bonds with everything I have. That's why I need to keep fighting.
But Xion comes first.
Of course. First we rescue Xion, then we defeat Volron and liberate Dana. Everyone, will you fight with me?
Say the word and I'm there.
Certainly no objections.
Then it's agreed. Our next stop will be the capital, Pelegion. According to the villagers, there's a huge cliff separating Thistleum from the capital. Luckily for us, there's a path we can use to climb up.
Sounds like a plan. Let's go.
We don't know what lies ahead. We should prepare well before we venture forth.
Yeah, can't exactly fight at the top of your game when you're hungry.
Good point. Let's stop by the inn and plan our next move from there. By the way, how is Mahavar doing? Wait, don't tell me we still haven't found him.
It's not like we haven't been looking. I've covered the whole length and breadth of the coast, but
All of the other crew members are accounted for, including us. But we weren't able to find Mahavar. He's still missing.
I see.
Perhaps he couldn't bring himself to abandon the ship.
You mean at the bottom of the ocean? Damn it.
We don't know that it sank. We all washed up on the same shore. If the ship went down, isn't it strange we haven't come across a single piece of debris?
Do you think he might still be alive somewhere out there?
I think stranger things have happened. Whether he's alive or otherwise, we've exhausted all the avenues available to us. All we can do now is press on ahead.
Fine, let's get going. Thistleum was founded by Danan's fleeing the tyranny of Renan lords, right? But when you first came, they must have known Dohalim was Renan. So why do you think they let us in?
they almost didn't. But it wasn't just Dohalim they were wary of. They didn't trust any of us.
Even the weird Danans just like them?
When you live life in constant fear of being pursued, it's only a matter of time before all outsiders start to seem a potential threat.
I suppose that makes sense. So how did you convince them to trust us?
You saw how destitute the village was. They needed food, badly. We hunted some Zeugles for them. That seemed to do the trick.
Of course, a little magic-assisted roast didn't hurt things.
Never underestimate a full stomach's ability to put a person at ease. It turns out a hearty meal can be a powerful weapon. Something's on your mind. You having second thoughts about rescuing Xion?
Of course not. Shion's our friend. Almeidrea was the one I hated. For as long as I can remember, she served as a symbol to me of everything Renan. But ever since getting to know Xion, I realized it doesn't make sense to group people together like that. Every individual is different.
I see.
Besides, the situation with Almeidrea was something else entirely. I'd already decided I wasn't going to kill her, but when I saw her die right in front of me, a part of me thought it served her right, that she'd gotten what she deserved. But another part regretted that someone else had come along and killed her instead. Don't get me wrong. If I had the chance again, I still wouldn't kill her. But it's not like I'll be shedding any tears now that she's gone. It's all so confusing. I don't know how to make sense of any of it.
Who said it had to make sense?
Huh?
Rinwell, you've done nothing wrong. You've started to question the beliefs you've held all your life. It's only natural for you to feel disoriented. You didn't give in to the hatred you felt for Almeidrea. You made a choice not to kill her. And that's significant, whether you realize it or not. As for what it means exactly, that might be worth taking some time to figure out on your own.
Some time.
Or don't, if you don't want to. It's just an idea. I'm still searching too, remember?
No, I think you're right. It can't hurt to keep searching after all. And hey, thanks, Kisara.
Good. This came out just the way I hoped.
Do you sense one of your friends, Hootle? You sense one of your pals, Poodle? Do you sense one of your friends, Hoodle? You're saying we should check the Owl Forest?
Okay.
Why?
Ugh. Damn it.
What?
Is that so?
Okay.
Great job.
I'll teach these small fry who's the apex predator of these waters. Just... watch and see.
Let's not get ahead of ourselves now.
I guess we're having fish for dinner tonight.
I think Hoodle senses an owl around here.
An opponent like this should be
Ready
easy.
and raring! Going through! Armor won't save you!
Raging Storm!
You picked the wrong fight!
You gotta jump for cover, okay?
Take it!
Raging
It's
Cascade!
over! Eternal devastation!
I'll stop its charge!
Thanks, Kisara!
Your finisher!
Raging
thrust!
Cascade! In here!
Take this! It's
More
over!
for the stockpile!
Swallow blade! No further!
Heavy Supernova!
Here I come! Lightning thrust!
Shine! Radiant light!
Force of Mirage! It's over! Swallow blade!
Hands in the wind!
Slash!
Indian death charge!
I'm ready! This is looking good! All yours, Kisara!
Raging Cascade!
Here I This one's all mine!
Let me
Eat dirt!
Take
I'm
this!
ready to go!
I'm not done!
Dance in the wind!
You're finished!
Here!
On guard!
Swallow blade!
That's it!
Now you see what I can do!
This one's mine!
Dragon form! Crush! Double
Make it
demon
break!
fang!
Kisara! Frozen!
Hammer!
Benediction light.
Hit! More with that
Don't
kick.
suffer in
Dragon
silence.
form! Here I come! You're finished!
Now! Frozen!
Hammer!
My exploits are bearing fruit.
Gotta break through!
Far enough!
Raging Storm!
Dragon! Prepare to be sealed!
I'm on
Swallow blade! Dragon form!
What's
this? Dragon Dawn!
Holy Land!
Charge like that could easily be fatal.
Just as well, I'm here! I'll stop your movement!
And I'll stop your life!
Dance in the wind! In here!
On a roll now!
More with that kick!
Shine!
Don't get in my way!
Can't end here!
Forgive me. This is my fault. Don't suffer in silence. From beyond, imbue this vanquished soul with love. Resuscitation.
Glacial
Shine!
fire!
Radiant light!
Dragon form!
Regeneration! Regenerate!
I can carve through all!
Aw, too shy to come
Hurricane
Don't suffer
over!
in
Here,
silence.
let me help!
Lunarongo!
On your
I'm ready! This one's all mine!
Frozen!
Hammer!
This should make for some good weapon crafting material. Feels like I'm melting.
Calaglia was pretty hot, but at least the air there was dry. Out here, it feels like I'm trying to walk through thick soup.
I can hardly breathe, it's so stuffy. And don't get me started on the insects. You hanging in there, Hoodle?
It's brutal, all right. I can feel my energy being drained away just by walking. All this vegetation makes it hard to keep an eye out. Keep your wits about you, everyone. And watch you don't keel over while you're at it.
What's needed at times like these is a relaxing hot spring. That would soon help us adjust.
And where do you expect us to find one of those?
What about you, Alphen? All that gear, and you hardly seem to be breaking a sweat.
Yeah, I guess when you've lived a life devoid of pain for as long as I have, even feeling hot and bothered can be a welcome change.
Well, lucky you, I guess. Just don't expect us to carry you when you pass out.
There we go. That was disappointing. Yeah. Reel it in. I'll get you next time. All right. You've got to know when to quit. There we go. Anybody could reel in that.
You sure know what you're doing.
Is that the Zeugle we're looking for?
Go no further!
No further! Eat dirt! Elusive
We're
demon!
extra
Dragon
energy!
swarm! You're mine!
I shall feel you where you stand.
Light astral blast in the wind! Go in here! More for the stockpile!
This one's mine!
Too fast!
Stand back. I'll trip it up.
Tiger Blade!
Double demon fang! Eternal devastation!
Don't suffer in silence.
Blaze
Try
of
harder! My turn!
Does it hurt?
On your Dazzle! Take this! Lunar Run! It's showtime!
Resonate with the earth.
Illuminate the dark! Come forth, holy
I'm
quiver!
gone.
You're mine!
Holy land!
One more! No escape! Swallow Blade! Slash!
Light astral energy!
Blaze
Dark
of
Arcane
I'm not done!
Feel!
Look shot! Slash!
More for the
Swallow
stockpile!
Blade!
Resonate with the
Here I
earth.
come!
Stalagmite.
Eternal devastation!
This one's mine!
Lightning orb!
Air pressure.
I'm gone!
Shine. Radiant light. Force of
Blaze
regeneration.
Dragon Swarm! I owe you one! No escape!
Armor won't save you. Don't
Lightning
suffer in
orb.
silence. I'm
Fire
ready.
malevolent
Shine.
Goblin!
Light burst forth.
Radiant Genesis! With this, I can become even stronger.
Man, this place is thick with foliage.
I know. It feels like we're going to be swallowed up by all these plants if we stay in here.
Indeed. I much prefer the forests in Menancia myself.
Not that I don't agree, but maybe now's not the best time for Elda Menancia Pride.
Right, here
Benediction
goes!
light.
This one's all mine!
Take this.
Thunderblade! Illuminate
Dragon
the
Swarm!
Holy
I'll
Ghost!
take out the legs with my shield!
Demon Fang! It's over! Eternal devastation! devastation! You picked the wrong fight! Air pressure! This one keeps charging us!
That's what my shield's for. Get behind me!
Got it! I'll leave it to you! Luna Rondo!
Make it rain!
Kisara! All yours, Kisara!
Ah!
Benediction light.
Flaming meteor!
Dragon Form!
Far enough!
Ready and raring!
Flaming meteor!
Illuminate the dark!
Can you take it?
Going in! I'm gone! Igneous! I'll take you all on! Ha! Flare from Malisa! Going in!
Dragon Form!
I owe you
Take
please now!
this!
I can carve through armor!
I'll be saving this one!
Rising!
Going in!
It's over!
Thunder Field!
Tiger Blade!
More where that came from!
Air pressure!
Going in! Take
More for the
Tiger
stockpile!
Blade! Down! Your arms!
Dragon Fist was all mine! Take this! It's over!
Radiant light!
Double Demon Bang!
Field!
Crush! Double Devastation!
Now!
Prepares is free from threat.
Ready to go!
Confiscated!
You're mine!
Tiger
It's
Blade!
over!
Now!
Double Demon Bang!
Rinwell! Light burst forth!
Radiant Genesis!
Hey, I'm pretty lucky.
Ho 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 ho! Ho ho ho!
You're saying we should check the Owl Forest?
What's up?
Once we get to the mountain, the terrain won't be easy. We should rest up here before pressing on.
But what about Shion? She's waiting for us.
All the more reason to conserve our energy.
Huh?
It's not only the mountain. Hard though that may be, it's a pittance compared to what follows. Namely Volron. We wear ourselves out now, or worse still, get injured. We might as well show up gift-wrapped. Right, Kisara?
That's right. Besides, Alphen still hasn't fully recuperated yet.
I'm fine. Don't stop on my account.
Oh, really? Well, in that case, it's me who wants to take a rest for a while. Does that suit you better?
A little bit.
Whoa! Get a look at this view!
Don't get so drawn into it you fall over now.
Retreat if you know what's good for you. You picked the wrong fight.
I've used too much.
Carve through armor. Take this. Swallow blade. Be careful, everyone. This one isn't normal. Take this. Crush. Swallow blade. Deflect. Shine. Radiant field. Regeneration. Regenerate. Mirage. Their arcs were interrupted. Appreciate the help. Take this.
What in the world? Don't worry. I'm all right.
You're mine.
Still standing.
You have to hold on.
Going in.
Take this. I'm gone. Fall back. I'll hold them off.
What do you say we check back in on the ranch? I'm exhausted.
So this whole you...
Why would I?
No, it's...
As a slip.
Oh?
On the upside, the down.
Really?
Sure. Still. Rinwell, mind if we chat a little?
You're still awake?
I've always been something of a night owl. Ever since back when I was someone's property. Turning in for the night only made the next day come quicker. I wasn't in any great rush.
Sorry.
What about yourself? Care to share something from before I knew you? You were part of a mage clan, right? Must have been handy being able to rely on magic for everything.
Hardly. In fact, not at all. Magic's not so special when you're not allowed to use it. Always scared of who might be watching?
Right. Sorry about that. I guess I've read too many fairy tales.
We were still made to study it every day. It doesn't make any sense if you think about it, studying the very thing you're being persecuted for. But that's what we did, just like our parents and their parents before them. Honestly, I don't even know how far back it goes.
If memory serves, mages have been the stuff of legend for ages. Even as far back as 3 centuries ago, they were myths. Your people were persecuted even before the Renans got here.
Yeah, the more I think about it, the less it makes sense though. I mean, it was Astral Arts that let the Renans dominate Dana, right? Why didn't mages end up being the rulers of Dana then?
Maybe they tried, but they just didn't have the numbers. Or maybe domination just wasn't something they were interested in. Have you ever considered it might have been something like that?
I guess I haven't.
I wonder why magic alone attracted the attention it did. Swords can be just as lethal in the right hands. Why not ban them?
My best guess? Swordsmanship can be learned by anyone. Magic's more of an exclusive club.
So, you either have the gift or you don't. When something's not easily obtainable, it's hard to comprehend. People are scared of what they don't understand. And fear leads to persecution. So the problem's not magic. It could just as easily have been anything.
Yeah. Night, everyone! I want to go back to bed.
through!
Illuminate the
You're
dark!
mine!
Come forward!
You're
Deliver!
Dragon
Rage.
Here I come! Swallow blade! It's over!
Radiant storm! Mine! Swallow!
Dragon swarm! Here I come!
Crescent moon!
This one's all mine! You picked the wrong fight!
Gale force!
Swallow blade! Mirage!
Now you see what I can do!
He who prepares.
Dragon swarm!
And dance in the wind!
Lewis, try harder! No, you can't!
Photon
Lightning
lightning
thrust!
condensed!
Take this! Elusive beam!
You require a
Mirage!
Magic!
Flash! Now! Take this! I owe you one!
I'll take you all on! Ha! Flare Demolisher!
Dragon swarm!
Take that!
Take this!
Bullseye! Lightning
Eternal
condensed!
devastation!
Thunderbolt! Illuminate the dark!
Dragon
Blah, blah,
swarm!
magic! Holy land!
Crush! Swallow blade!
benediction light.
Going in!
Allow me to help you.
Lightning orb!
Eternal devastation!
Purge malevolence! Arcade water!
Here I come!
Blaze
Dragon swarm!
Dance in the wind!
Resonate on the earth.
Stalagmite!
Swallow blade! Hut! Hut!
Everybody okay?
We're all right, Alphen.
Is that the Zoogle we were told to dispatch? Let's see what you've got.
Here I come! You picked the wrong
I owe
fight!
you one for that.
Dragon swarm!
Forgive me.
Stay away from my friend!
Are those
Take
arcs
this!
even natural?
It's over!
Photon
Be
lightning
still!
condensed!
Mirage!
Illuminate the dark!
Now you see what I can do!
Hut! Hut! Swallow blade! Dragon swarm!
Taking too many hits!
Whirlwind snap!
Guardian
No
shield!
escape! Fire! Hurricane thrust! Mirage! Hut!
I'll finish you here and now!
Eagle fly! There you go! I'm not done!
Hurricane! Holy land!
It's over!
Eagle fly!
Eternal devastation!
Now!
It's off!
Look sharp!
Lightning Tiger Blade!
Dance in the wind! The power
Dragon
of
You
me
picked
out.
the wrong fight!
More for the stockpile! Eat this!
Dragon Swarm!
More where that came
Take
from!
this!
Going in!
Double demon!
Idiot!
More!
Look sharp!
Lightning Tiger Blade!
That'll teach us for getting cocky.
Looks like we made it here in one piece. Looks perfect and tastes just as good.
Okay.
Okay. Yes!
What?
Really? Dohalim. Dohalim, I'm going to look into some seasonal fishing spots.
By all means.
Leave the preparations to me as well. I'll bring the rods. Would you prefer your fish served grilled or raw?
I'll trust your judgment, Kisara.
Anything in armor is all mine.
This one's mine!
I'll smash you.
Illuminate the dark! Come forth, holy
I'm not
river!
done!
Air pressure.
Holy land!
I'm nearly done for. Swallow blade! Slash!
Take that.
Illuminate the dark! Come
Charge
forth,
like that could easily be fatal.
Just as well, I'm here to stop it.
Swallow blade!
switch catapult.
Take this! You're finished! Here I come! Take this! You're my... It's over! Here I come! You're finished! You're on!
Glacial fire!
Thanks!
Denied!
Dragon Swarm!
Illuminate
You're
the
mine!
dark! Come forth, holy river! Holy land!
Armor won't stick.
Time to let it rip! Swallow blade!
Radiant
Slash! Swallow blade!
Illuminate the dark! Come forth,
Swallow
holy
blade!
river!
Slash!
Holy land!
Swallow blade! Lightning thrust!
Negative gate. On your
Dragon
knees.
Swarm!
Here goes!
Air
Take
pressure.
lightning again!
Another incantation ruined.
Dragon Swarm!
This one's mine!
Heal! I owe you one! Here I come! Slash! Eat dirt!
On
your Dragon Swarm!
Sweet now!
You're mine! Swallow blade!
Here goes!
Slash!
Now! Tiger Blade! Frozen!
Hammer! That was a little close for comfort.
Gotta break through!
Radiant
Dragon
light.
Swarm!
Regeneration.
Take this!
Regenerate.
Slash!
Let us take
I'll
it.
stop its charge!
Thanks, Kisara!
Dragon Swarm!
Air thrust!
Eternal Devastation! Double Demon Fang!
Round and pound!
Radiant light. Regeneration. Regenerate.
Don't stop! I'm not done! You picked the wrong fight!
Armor won't save you. In a bind.
Dragon Swarm! Take this!
Shine.
Now.
Radiant light. Force of regeneration.
Dragon
Regenerate.
Swarm!
Another incantation
We
ruined.
did it! Dragon
I
Swarm!
owe you one for that.
Dragon Swarm!
Make it rain!
Lost! Demon's Descent!
Flashing fang.
Could have been worse.
Go no further!
Light.
This one's mine!
Tempest Whirl!
Guardian Field!
All right.
Let me at
Lightning
it!
Condemn!
Here I come!
If they rush you gotta jump for
Their
cover,
arcs were
okay?
interrupted.
Dragon Swarm!
Lightning Meteor!
Swallow blade! Eat dirt! This one keeps charging us!
That's what my shield's for! Get behind me!
Got it! I'll leave it to you!
I'm ready.
Dohalim!
Light burst forth.
Radiant Genesis!
Catapult.
I'm
going.
I'll take you all on! Ha! Flare Demolisher!
Shine. Radiant
light!
Now you see what I can do!
Regenerate! I owe you one!
Damn! Your arm!
Dragon Swarm!
Now or never. Make it
Totally! In an instant! Impact Block!
Illuminate the
Radiant
dark!
light!
Come
Force
forth!
of
Holy
regeneration! Regenerate!
Light up the dark!
Dragon Swarm! Take this! Strike!
In a vine,
Dragon Swarm!
begin!
Photon blast!
Looks up!
Lightning condensed!
Eternal
Shine!
devastation!
Radiant light!
Force of
Illuminate the
regeneration!
dark!
Regenerate!
Flame! Holy Lance!
You're mine!
Prepared to
It's over!
Resonate with the
one's
earth!
mine!
Stalagmite! On your knees!
Try harder! My turn! Strike!
Air
Dragon Swarm!
Lightning orb!
Swallow Blade!
It's go time!
Eat dirt!
Now!
Kisara! All yours, Kisara!
I can feel my power growing!
So, Alphen, 300 years, huh? Care to share the secret to such a long and healthy life?
I wish I knew. Once I left Lenegis, the next thing I remember is waking up in Calaglia. Everything in between is a blank.
You mean there are still gaps in your memory?
I've heard of starships with devices that can stave off imminent death by putting their passenger into a deep sleep. They're usually only intended as a temporary solution, until proper treatment for an ailment or injury can be obtained.
You think he might have been asleep in that starship for 300 years? But why? What would be the point?
Might this Naori have had a hand in it?
What do you mean?
If she's Renin like you say she is, she would have understood how to operate the starship better than yourself.
You're saying she deliberately put me to sleep for 300 years?
Dohalim, that's a bit of a leap.
Forgive me, I spoke out of turn. I'm merely thinking aloud, that's all. Shion and the maiden Naori. After 300 years, it's not unreasonable to suspect they may be related. Shion is nearly the perfect image of her, yes? She also just so happens to be connected to you. Is it merely a coincidence?
Like I've told you 1,000,000 times already, I wouldn't know.
Well, if you're absolutely certain that it couldn't have been Naori, then I guess I must have been mistaken. Complicated machinery can sometimes break down or have failures. Sorry for being presumptuous.
Hold on a sec. Alphen, you said the mask was to placate you, right? To keep your guilt and rage in check? And you were wearing it the whole time you were asleep, right?
I guess I must have been.
So that's 300 years you were wearing it. It's just a hunch, but do you think that the mask might be...
The reason he lost all his memories?
All but a select few strong ones, so deeply ingrained in his psyche that he saw them in the form of dreams. It's not completely out of the question.
In which case, maybe it was the mask numbing his sense of pain, too.
It's certainly possible. As for how, I wouldn't know, but the dampening effect on his psyche could have manifested itself physically as well.
I'm sorry for snapping at you back there. It's thanks to you that I feel like that we're finally getting somewhere with all this.
No apologies necessary. Reading others' feelings has never been my strong suit.
So he finally admits it.
I really hope Shion's okay.
I get why you're concerned. But if you don't rest when you can, you're going to regret it.
She's right. We need our rest to conserve our strength.
Yeah, you're right. Thanks, you two.
No problem. We'll save Shion. I know we will.
Good night, everyone.
alone. I'm all alone.
Let's go. We don't want to keep Shion waiting.
I always hear you muttering to yourself whenever we're in battle. So, just what are you saying?
Why do you want to know? Does it bother you or something?
Not really. It's just the way you talk is sometimes kind of creepy. So I was wondering if you vent your frustration through your magic. Are you yelling, "You stupid jerk," or something like that to pump yourself up?
What? No, that's not what's happening during my incantations. I'm just focused, so I match my tone to fit the mood of whatever I'm trying to invoke.
Invoke?
How do I put it? Basically, the elemental astral energy behind each art, I guess.
Astral energy? Hold on, are you saying you can talk to astral energy?
Not exactly. But if I put emotion into what I say, it's easier for me to properly cast my arts. That makes sense?
Kind of. Okay, so if you can talk to astral energy, then you can ask it to, like, predict the weather or find secret treasure?
Wait, you don't really think that, do you?
Or you can ask it to send down lightning to where there's bad guys lurking and...
May lightning condemn those who bear false! Thunderblade!
Ah, what are you doing? You almost fried me with that!
I just asked the astral energy to send down lightning where there were annoying boys.
I don't know what to do. Things can't go on like this.
What do you mean?
Ah! Oh, it's you, Rinwell.
You were talking about me, weren't you?
No, I wasn't. I've just been thinking about some things.
Really? How unusual.
Cut it out. I'm being serious here.
Sorry.
I was thinking about... You know how I used to work for Ganabelt back when I was in Cyslodia?
Yeah, of course. You were brought in after the Snake Eyes killed your friends, right? I mean, you had to.
Right. I used to have nightmares about it when I fell asleep. But lately that's been happening a lot less. I don't know how to feel about that.
That's a good thing, isn't it? You should be happy.
Yeah, but... I did a lot of terrible things back then. And I'm scared I'm starting to forget what I did.
Okay, so let me just get all of this straight. You think you'll forget everything if you stop having those nightmares? Why?
Because... You know me. I'm freaking stupid.
But it sure doesn't sound to me like you've forgotten.
Oh, yeah. But still.
I don't think those nightmares going away means you've forgotten. Maybe it's a sign that you've come to terms with what you did.
Come to terms? You mean like Alphen with his past? You think that's what's happening?
Yeah, I do. You're pretty amazing, Law.
I am?
Yeah. Not all of us have figured out how to accept our pasts. Least of all, me.
Rinwell.
That's what we're going to climb?
The villagers managed it on their escape from the city. We're going in the opposite direction, but where there's a will...
There's always a way, right? And it looks like we're out of options. Let's grit our teeth and go. Is it just me, or does Rinwell suddenly seem much more comfortable around Dohalim than she used to?
I noticed that too. When the two of them came and found me together back on the beach, I could hardly believe my eyes.
It's not like we had a choice or anything. Law and Kisara had to hang back to convince the villagers we meant them no harm. More than that, though, there are a lot of things I've still got to come to terms with regarding Almeidrea. But I guess I'm through making snap judgments based on someone's origin. At least, I'm trying to be. I guess you could say it's a work in progress.
I see. You hear that, Law? Sounds like all that hard effort wasn't for nothing.
Yeah.
That's got to be reassuring to hear. Right, Dohalim?
Not being subjected to unwarranted suspicion is certainly welcome.
Yeah, that long-winded way you have of talking, though? Not so much a fan of that.
I think that's more of a personality thing than a Renin trait.
Really? In that case, I won't have to feel guilty getting annoyed by it.
Right, here goes! Oh no, I'll take you all on!
Look sharp! Begin!
Dragon Form!
Confiscating!
Take
It's a
this!
duel of the arts!
Dragon Form!
Tiger Blade!
I'm ready! In an instant! Impact Block! We work well together.
Like a finely timed blow.
You're finished! Air Pressure!
Going in!
Resonate with the earth!
Eternal Restoration! Crush!
Raging Cascade!
Swallow Blade! This one's all mine!
An absolute...
That's my cue!
Shut him down!
You are in tip-top shape!
As soon as I'm done here, come help out.
How could a girl ever say no?
Double Demon Blade!
I'll thank you! You're mine!
This should come in handy when crafting weapons.
Crap. This injury hurts more than I thought. Shion, sorry, but could you... Oh. Right.
I'll do my best!
Can't get out of this!
Hold nothing back!
Shine! Regeneration!
Tiger Blade!
You must be tired of healing me.
I'm merely doing what I can to help.
Glad you're on up, Stillbeam.
Try harder! Dragon Form! It's over! Too fast!
Stand back. I'll tip it up.
Glacial Power! Lightning Condense!
Catapult! I can carve through armor!
Illuminate the dark!
I'm hurt bad. Guardian Field!
Let me free you of your power.
Let me at him.
Let me free
Tempest
you of your
Ball!
power. Defend!
Going in! Raging Storm! Tunnel! Here's what? I'm ready for this!
I couldn't make it in time.
Dragon Form!
From beyond, imbued its vanquished soul.
Get behind me!
Dragon Form!
Resuscitation.
The tide of battle has turned in our favor.
Then let's keep pressing the attack.
Indeed. Remain ever vigilant.
Shine!
Ready and free! Tiger Blade!
Now I can let loose! Lunar Rondo! I'm ready!
Dohalim!
Light burst forth!
Radiant Genesis! You don't mess around!
Certainly not.
In a bind?
Whoa, hey! What is time?
It's over! I'll smash you!
Photon Blast!
Make it red!
In an instant! Impact Block!
Good to know my training's paying off.
And what, pray tell, does this training of yours entail?
Why? Interested in joining me? Switch to offense!
Photon
Strike!
Alright.
Too much! Strike! Swallow blade!
Make it rain!
Kisara, frozen.
Hammer!
Nicely done.
All thanks to you.
Leave the ensnaring to me. Yeah, and pummel it to me.
Leave the enemy's arts to me.
Take it. I'll take you. Milk and place here.
Light up the dark!
Shine. Radiant light. Force of regeneration. Can't move. Forgive me. This is my fault.
In here.
Another incantation ruined.
Right away.
Not so fast. First strike. I'll end you. Shine. Radiant light. Force of regeneration. Regenerate.
I'll take you all on! Ha! Flare Demolisher!
Shine. Radiant light. I'll do it. Force of regeneration.
Not today!
I can't hold on much longer.
I'm hurt. Much obliged.
Do you know Renins and Dems and these ways of...
Tell me about it.
Eat this. Watch this.
Make it rain!
Supernova.
Kisara, I'll stop your movement!
And I'll stop your life.
I've been doing really great lately. Do my best!
Don't mind if I do.
Bet that shell's hiding something tasty.
Raging storm. Alright. Showtime.
No armor.
Stop me.
Remind me to stay on your profile.
Double demon.
The enemy wields arc. Light burst forth.
Radiant citizen. You don't mess around.
Certainly not.
Dragon Form!
Going in!
Take this! Double demon fang!
Make it rain!
All yours, Kisara.
Quite necessary when creating weaponry.
Seriously? Is this a joke?
Not on my watch.
I'll bash in their defenses.
Glad you have your uses.
Not so fast. I'll show you how useful I can
Just
be.
back it out again.
Double demon fang!
Thrilling
Yodeling!
performance. All yours, Kisara.
My concentration is dwindling. Perhaps I'm tired.
I've never stood so close to a waterfall like this before.
I bet it'd feel real refreshing to take a shower underneath this water.
You're welcome to try. But that water pressure would likely crush you to a pulp.
Retreat if you know what's good for you. No further.
Here I come!
Right here! I got you! Switch to offense!
Dragon Form!
They may look cute stuff, but they're vicious.
Eternal devastation!
The waters of magic and
Take this! Dragon Form! You're finished! Swallow blade! Dragon Form! Here I go! This is bad, right?
Yes, Alvin. Very bad.
I don't feel so good.
Their arts were interrupted.
Raging storm.
Swallow blade!
Negative
Double
gate.
demon fang!
Now.
Stalagmite.
Thunder blade. Illuminate the
Being interrupted.
Forgive
me.
No! Don't leave. all alone. Here.
Piss on! Eat dirt!
Lightning
I can
condensed!
carve through armor! Dragon Swarm!
Illuminate the dark!
Swallow blade!
Now!
Take it!
Bridwell! Frozen!
Hammer!
Nicely done!
Now!
All
Take
thanks
it!
to you.
Eagle Fly! Double Demon Blade!
Now! Frozen!
Hammer! Does anyone else think this may be just a bit too tough for us? Looks like we made it here in one piece.
Made it through another day.
I'll see you again tomorrow. I think we've rested long enough. Let's keep moving.
Something feels odd here. Be on your guard.
Seriously? Is this a joke? Look sharp!
Resonate with the earth!
I'll hold them off!
Discourteous, aren't you?
Here I come!
Stay calm. I shall provide assistance.
This one's all mine! Dragon Swarm!
Ready?
Double Demon Fang!
In here!
You're mine!
I'm ready! Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade!
Magic Bam!
You're mine!
You picked the wrong fight! Dragon Swarm!
An astral art?
That's my cue!
You're on!
Shut him down!
Raging Storm!
Swallow Blade! Double Demon
Now!
Fang!
Frozen!
Hammer!
Nicely done!
All thanks to you.
Take this!
Holy Lance!
On guard! Smash you! Resonate with the earth! Dragon Swarm!
Lightning Orb! Lightning Condensed!
Eternal Devastation!
Illuminate the dark! Holy Lance!
Take this!
Take this! Not a chance! It's over! This one's
I'll
all
thank
mine!
you.
Eat dirt! Double Demon
Shut in your
Fang!
dreams!
Make it rain!
Go me! In an instant! Impact Block! We work well together.
Like a finely timed blow.
Take this! Double Demon Fang!
How about this?
I'm not done!
I'm ready!
Swallow Blade!
Bridwell!
Frozen!
Hammer!
With this, I can become even stronger.
Retreat if you know what's good for you. Take a debut performance. I'll smash you! That's it! Tiger! Take this! Catapult! Dragon Sword!
Lightning orb!
The enemy you are too.
Glad you have your uses.
I'll show you how useful I can be! Eat dirt!
I'm ready to go.
Swirl blade!
Ready!
Heal!
Thank you for that.
It's showtime!
I'll take you all on. Ha! Flare the Malisa!
I'll face
Into
you!
the wind now! Frozen!
Hammer!
Nicely done!
All thanks to you.
Can't get out of this! Swirl blade! Dragon Sword! I'm ready! Totally! In an instant! Impact Block! Shine! Radiant Light! Force of regeneration! Dragon Sword! Regenerate!
Sealed!
Revive!
Tiger blade!
Much obliged.
Eternal Devastation!
You know
No
better than
escape!
that.
Make it rain!
Totally! In an instant! Impact Block!
Hey, I'm pretty lucky.
Little help!
Pieces! Attack time!
Ready to go!
Tiger Blade! Through armor!
Thunderblade! Illuminate the dark!
Dragon Sword!
Holy Tiger! Holy
You're
Red!
mine! I shall ensure you survive this. I have reached the limit.
Rinwell!
It's nothing. I'm alright.
Slash! No armor!
Remind me to stay on your toes.
Here I come!
Illuminate the dark! Magic is in! Holy Red!
You picked the wrong fight! Lightning strike!
Anything in armor is all mine.
Slash! I'm ready! Totally! In an instant! Impact Block! We work well together. Like a finely timed waltz.
Thank you, Sohane.
Only did what any other would.
I think you're nicer than you let on.
Can't get out of this! Dragon Swarm! Here I come! It's too much! Double Demon Fang!
Another incantation ruined.
Don't mind if I do.
I'm on a roll. Look sharp.
Dragon Swarm!
Make it rain.
Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade!
This could be useful.
Gotta break through! Radiant Light!
Lightning
Dark Regeneration!
Far enough.
Illuminate the dark!
Take to the fray! This one's all mine! Be careful, everyone! This one isn't
It
normal!
would appear I attract too much attention.
Resonate with the
It's
almost too strong! Then I'll split it open! Be my guest!
Down.
Shattering of pieces!
I need something.
You need to be healed.
All the mighty have fallen.
Hurricane Strike!
I can't take much more.
Hit! What's the raging cascade? Get on in there together!
Try harder! No further!
Guardian confiscated! Illuminate the storm! Blah, 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 magic! Holy
I
Land!
can carve through armor!
I can do this all day! A banana, let's go!
It's in your hands now.
You'll pay for that!
Big waterfall!
You're mine!
Freeze blast!
Dragon Swarm!
In the wind!
One more.
This time! I'm ready! In an instant! Impact Block! We work well together. Like a finely timed waltz.
They're all coming
You
after
picked
me.
the wrong... I'm coming, Redwell.
I'm not scared. I'm totally fine.
It's over! Dragon Swarm!
Here goes!
Dazzle! Here I come! You're finished!
Lightning
Luna Rondo!
Illuminate the help! Dreams!
Dragon Swarm! Swallow Blade!
I owe you
Forgive me. It's my fault.
I could do without this pain. This one's all mine. Eat dirt!
I've used too much. It's in your hands now.
Armor won't save. Ready and ready.
Illuminate the dark! Transform Holy Cliff!
Here I come!
I'll smash you!
Dragon Swarm! Slash!
Dance in the wind! This one! Earth Malevolent! Arctic Waterfall!
Dragon Swarm!
Raging
Your mother! Try harder!
Watch it! That freaking does it!
No!
That freaking...
Can't end here!
Now I'm in trouble.
Blah, 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 that's it! Seal! Over the stockpile! The wise warrior knows when to call it quits!
The design of this equipment is really interesting.
You must really like it, Alphen. How much farther?
I don't think we're even halfway there yet. Hang in there.
Not even halfway? Are you serious?
That's no reason to give up now.
Yeah. Just gotta buckle down.
That's the spirit. Looks like we made it here in one piece. Let's see. I've cooked, cleaned, and sewn. I think that's everything for today.
Mind if I join you, Law?
See you guys tomorrow. I feel pretty refreshed after that sleep.
Something feels odd here. Be on your guard.
Do my best! Hurricane Frost! This one's mine! Glacial Fall back!
Lightning
I'll
orb!
hold them off!
An opponent like this should be easy. Dragon Swarm!
Hurricane Frost!
Not in your dreams!
Swallow Blade!
This one's mine!
You're mine!
This one's mine!
Eternal Devastation!
Hurricane
All
Frost!
back in their defenses!
Glad you had your
Now you
uses!
see what I can do! I'll show you how useful I can be!
Resonate with the earth! You picked the wrong fight!
This one's mine!
Leave the enemy's arts to me!
I'm ready! In an instant! Impact Claw! We work well together.
Like a finely timed waltz.
Get behind me!
Take this!
Hurricane Frost!
Can't get out of this!
Dragon
Swarm!
Here!
Take this!
Swallow Blade!
Get on in there!
Hurricane Frost!
Swallow Blade!
Here
I come!
I can do it all day!
Swallow Blade!
Illuminate
Dragon
the sun!
Swarm!
Come forth, holy glimmer! Holy
Double
lamp!
Phoenix
Hurricane Gleam!
Light burst forth!
Radiant Genesis!
This one's mine!
Elusive
Don't mind if I do!
Hurricane Pile Driver! This one's mine!
Dragon Swarm!
Make it rain!
All yours, Kisara!
We did it!
Magnificently
Anything in
done.
armor is all mine!
Hurricane
Let loose!
All right, it's showtime!
Take this!
Dragon Swarm! I'm ready!
Radiant sun!
In an instant! Impact Claw!
Looks like we got them all.
There.
What is this place?
Careful. We've got company.
Doesn't look like we're getting past without a fight.
Watch your feet. Fall from here and it's curtains.
We're just trying to get past. Get out of our way!
Save your breath! While that thing seizes a talking meal! Then let's show it how wrong it is! Is it trying to stop us? Prepare to be sealed! Can't get out of
Parts
this!
are weak points.
Rollerblade! Begin!
Ready!
Double demon fest!
Illuminate
Try
the
harder!
dark! Come forth!
This
Holy
one keeps
River!
charging us!
Holy
That's what my
River!
shield's for. Get behind me.
Got it! I'll leave it to you!
Ready to go.
Shine! Radiant light! Force of regeneration! Regenerate!
Right out the door.
Now I can let loose! Shine! Radiant light! Force of regeneration! Regenerate!
Raging storm!
This one's all mine!
I owe you
Try
one back.
harder! Now!
Another incantation ruined.
Easter!
Thunderblade!
Anything in armor is all mine.
Come forth! Holy River!
Resonate with the earth! Dragon Swarm! Benediction light!
Aw, too shy to go. Here, let me help.
Smash you! Take that!
Puddle!
No further! Shine! Radiant light! Force of
Illuminate the
regeneration!
dark! Come
Regenerate!
forth!
Thanks,
Holy
Shion.
River! Holy
This
Land!
one's mine. One more. Tiger Blade. Hurricane
Illuminate
Deity.
the dark! Come forth! Holy River! Holy Land! Its wings are lighting up!
It's getting ready to attack!
Illuminate the dark! Come
Such
forth!
tremendous
Holy
power.
River!
Don't face it head on.
Tempest
Negative
swirl!
gate!
Ready to go.
Hurricane swirl! Poodle!
Shattering up! From beyond, imbue this vanquished soul with light! Resuscitation! Eat dirt! Eat this!
That's gonna smart!
Shine! Radiant light!
Equal size.
Regeneration!
I'm on a roll now.
Regenerate!
Appreciate the help. Much obliged.
Can't move! I owe you.
Appreciate the help. Great. Tell me about it.
Now you see what I can
I'm
do!
expert coming
Its
through!
defenses are down.
I'll beat it to
Regenerate!
death!
Here I come! Double demon
Tiger Blade.
Now,
Hurricane Strike.
it's over!
Going in!
Take this!
The fluidity of removal is simply incredible.
Equal size. One for that.
Dust to dust!
Give me a ship toss.
Take this!
I've let you all down.
Forgive me. This is my fault.
This one's mine.
Thunderfield!
Dragon
Hurricane
Swarm!
Strike! Photon charge malevolent! Arctic waterfall! In here!
This one's mine.
Let's get you off the
Not
way!
feeling so hot.
Take it easy! You'll hurt yourself!
Sorry. Didn't mean to make you worry. Now you've gone and ticked me off.
Thunderblade!
You picked the wrong
I
fight!
All day!
Take this! Regenerate! Swallow blade!
Holy Land!
Down! You're on! I'll take you all on! Ha! Flare to Malisa! An outstanding...
Resonate with the earth! Surround mine!
Holy Land!
Try harder! Air pressure!
Illuminate the dark! Come forth! Holy
Benediction
River!
light.
Holy Take care of
Heal!
No further. No rest for the wicked.
Don't leave me all alone here.
From beyond, imbue this vanquished soul with light! Dragon Swarm!
Time to shine!
Shine! Radiant light!
That's gonna smart.
Regeneration! Regenerate!
Illuminate the
He who
dark!
prepares is
Come
free
forth!
from
Holy
regret.
Land! Holy Land!
Shine! Radiant light!
Ready to go! Far enough!
I hold on much longer!
Beyond,
Hurricane for the win!
beyond,
Here!
imbue
One
this
more.
vanquished
Get on in
soul
there,
with light!
Clever.
Resuscitation!
Ground and pound!
Not done yet! Dragon Swarm!
Tempest swirl! All right!
Can't
It's
get out of
showtime!
this!
This one's
Swirl
mine!
strike!
Resonate with the earth!
Dragon Swarm!
On your knees! Dragon Swarm!
Benediction.
Can't move!
I couldn't make it in time.
Where was I? Hands in the wind! Leap now.
Shine!
Get your
Radiant
blade.
Regenerate! Regenerate!
Raging Cascade!
I owe you one for that.
Dragon Swarm!
Thank you for that.
Now!
In an instant! Impact Claw! Shine!
Raging
Light!
Cascade!
Force of regeneration! Flash! Dragon Swarm!
Stage Waterfall!
Now I can let loose!
This'll come in handy.
I'm ready.
Far beyond the darkest skies, I call upon thee! Shooting! Take care of... Pluto!
Shine! Stay away from my friend!
Come forth,
Shine!
holy glitter,
Radiant light!
holy land!
Force of regeneration! In a bind?
Is that a healing art?
It
You
is.
picked the wrong
I
fight!
can't ignore your pain.
Now try to be more careful.
Seal! Our next
Take
turn
this!
coming through!
You're finished!
Illuminate the dark!
Look sharp!
Holy glitter! Holy land! Too much to handle?
Guardian Seal!
Dance in the wind! Air! Thrust! Dance in the wind!
Gonna need more than a headline. Heal!
Photon flash! Dance in the
Here I
wind!
come! Wide open!
Won't escape me.
This
You're
is
finished!
handy.
Eternal
Shine!
devastation!
Radiant light!
Crush!
Force of regeneration!
Regenerate!
Photon raging cascade!
It's over! Double demon fang!
Captivity! Magic is there!
Outright!
In here!
Eternal devastation!
Now you've gone and ticked me off.
Poodle!
Feel pain! For that!
Let me out.
That's been a smart...
Regenerate!
I owe you one for that. Crescent moon.
Allow me to help you.
Orb! All right! Explode
No
time!
escape!
This one's mine.
You can't get out of this!
Illuminate the dark! Magic
Try
is
harder!
there!
Shine!
Switch
Radiant
lanes.
light! Force of regeneration! Regenerate!
Poodle!
He from
You're mine!
I like
It's
my
over!
from beyond. Imbue this vanquished soul with light. Resuscitation.
Eat dirt!
Benediction
I still
light.
got some fight left in me.
Heal. From beyond.
Air thrust! Photon lightning condensed!
Dragon Swarm!
Illuminate the
Portal
dark!
blade!
Magic is there!
Radiant light.
Their arts were interrupted.
Air thrust!
Don't suffer in silence.
I mean... Death, Doherty.
Then tonight's
Hold on
meal
to
is
your
on
arts.
you.
Here I come! Holy
Regenerate.
land! Take care
Let
of
us take to the fray.
Poodle!
Take this!
Hurricane
Dragon
strike!
Swarm! It's over!
That's it.
Shine. Radiant light. Force of regeneration.
Freeze Lancer! Dance in the wind! Air thrust!
The earth throbs in pain.
Glacial
Resonate with the earth. Stalagmite.
There!
Crescent moon.
From beyond.
Hurricane strike.
I'm not done!
This one's mine. Glacial strike.
Shine. Radiant light. Force of regeneration. Regenerate.
Okay, here I go!
Ready to go. This one's
Can't
mine.
get out of this.
Okay, here I go!
Far enough.
In here!
It's time!
The enemy's reeling.
Complacency
You
is
picked
the
the
root
wrong
of
fight.
carelessness.
Point taken.
Dragon Swarm!
Stay sharp, everyone.
There you go! Don't let up!
Demon Fang!
Here goes!
Look sharp.
Tunnel!
Being interrupted. No.
Can't... not end here!
Imbue this
Flaming
vanquished soul with
meteor!
love. Resuscitation! Shine!
I've still got
Radiant
some fight
light!
left in me.
Force of regeneration! Regenerate!
Air thrust!
Piercing
Let us
roar!
take to the fray!
Look sharp!
Resuscitation!
Crescent moon!
I owe you.
It's changing tactics!
Have
Hold
an
on
ace
to your
up its
art.
sleeve?
Here I come!
On guard!
Such
Let us
unadulterated
illuminate
fury!
the sun. Blah, blah, blah. Holy
I owe you
land!
one for that. Hurricane strike!
Can't get out of this!
Going in!
Hurricane malevolence! Arcade waterfall! Freeze lancer! Dance in the wind! Sweet now!
Crescent moon!
Get on in there with the others! Here goes! Hurricane slow! Going in high!
Hurricane strike!
Dance in the wind!
My head's spinning just watching you!
Get on in there with the others! Blah, 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 magic!
Resonate with the earth!
Double demon fang!
On your
Guard!
knees!
Ground and pound!
Radiant sword! Blood! Blows! Muscle!
One more!
Dad,
Ground and pound! Hurricane strike!
It's time! No further!
Try harder! My turn! You picked the wrong fight!
Can you take it? Use its weak point to take it down.
All together, everyone!
Double demon fang! Crush!
Look sharp! One more!
Tempest! Here I
On
come!
guard! Hurricane strike!
Eternal devastation!
On guard!
Double demon fang!
Hurricane strike!
Try harder! Not a chance!
Crescent
You're
moon!
mine!
Make it rain!
Begin! In an instant! Impact block!
With fauna like that, I'm impressed so many people from Thistleum made it through here alive.
Who's to say there weren't a whole lot more of them who didn't?
Well, at any rate, it should be a safer climb now that we've cleared the way a bit, right?
No. So long as people feel the need to face terrain this perilous, I'd say true safety's some way off.
You mean defeating Volron and putting an end to the crown contest, right? I guess that would be the best solution here, huh?
We've wasted enough time here already. Let's get going. Xion needs us.
how are we still not there yet? It feels like we've been climbing this mountain forever.
It helps if you try not to look up or down. All you need is silent determination. Talking too much will only waste energy and burn you out.
I'm too tired to look up or down, even if I wanted to.
Take care you don't fall, at least. Unless you want to make a Zoogel's day, that is.
Zoogles? Why would they care if I fell or not?
How would you feel if a 3-course meal fell right out of the sky at your feet?
Zoogle Chow.
Law? Best not to listen to him if you can help it. You'll only be encouraging him if you do.
Tell me that before I listen next time.
Still, Tohalim has a point. One wrong step and it's curtains.
Wouldn't it be great if we could all fly like Hootle? I bet even the refugees who didn't make it would have made it to Thistleum that way.
Until we magically sprout wings. Let's just watch where we're stepping instead, okay? Come on. Xion's waiting for us.
We did it. We've reached the top of the mountain.
About damn time. My knees are singing symphonies over here.
Look, there it is.
That's it. That's Pelegion, the seat of Volron's power.
So that's where Shion's being held?
Most likely.
Most likely.
That is what I said, yes.
Pelagian's still our best lead. So that's where we go, right?
Any advice before we head in there?
No.
No?
In the ancient tongue, Ganeth Heros means Fortress of Naught, though I fail to see what insight that nugget of trivia holds.
I guess I just thought you might have something we could use.
Since Volron became Lord, the only thing this realm has been known for is its shroud of secrecy. It is Volron's stronghold. All else is incidental. Just keep in mind that you can't be too careful inside.
Speaking of which, just how are all of us planning to get inside exactly?
It's not like there are any secret passages.
We've come this far. If there's no other way in, I guess we'll just have to use the front gate. Volron told us to come find him, which means he's expecting us. Let's do this the old-fashioned way.
Land of Water or no, this place has a most curious atmosphere.
I'd be taking a dip in it if the circumstances were better.
Sorry, but we have to push through for now. Shion is waiting.
Yeah, I hear ya. A soak can wait.
I sure hope nothing bad's happened to Shion.
Keep those thoughts to yourself, Rinwell. Everyone's anxious enough as it is.
Sorry. It's just... I can't seem to stop thinking about it. What do you think it is that Volron wanted with her anyway?
Going by what he said back on Almadria's ship, it would appear his primary target is Alphen. Though, it's likely he hasn't forgotten the blow he sustained at Shion's hand either. That might even be what ignited his interest.
Yeah, did you see the way he reacted? It was like he was enjoying every moment. Even his pain at Shion's thorns. Oh, that guy's just creepy.
Let's just hope he's keeping his perverted tendencies in check.
What? Law? Don't say things like that!
It's not like we weren't all thinking it.
That's still no reason to...
All right, you two. Now that's enough already. Alphen shouldn't have to grit his teeth while he listens to you.
Oh.
Sorry.
I swear I've seen that castle somewhere before. Right. I remember seeing it from the cliffs in Calaglia, across the sea.
You mean Volron's castle?
Yeah, that must have been it.
Geographically, it would make sense. It's most certainly large enough to be seen from afar.
Back then, I had Shion and Zephyr with me.
Well, we haven't lost Shion. We can still get her back, you know.
That's right. I won't let Volron take her away from us.
This is a true masterpiece, no less than culinary art.
Mind if I join you, Law?
Oh, hey, Alphen. What's up?
Nothing. I was just surprised to see you weren't training for once. Got a stomachache or something?
You know I don't literally train around the clock, right? I do take breaks.
Do you? It seems like you're training every chance you get.
Well, yeah, it can't be helped if I want to get stronger. Still, it's important to let your muscles rest every now and then. That's what my dad told me anyway.
Zephyr said that?
When I was a little kid, yeah. I would get so excited whenever he came home. I always followed him wherever he went and tried to learn as much from him as I could. He said, it's good to be passionate, but don't overdo it. Just like there are times when you want to take a break from studying, sometimes your body wants to take a break from training too. I was always rushing around and forgetting to rest, so he ended up telling me that a lot.
That definitely sounds like him.
It's nothing to get sad over. Still, I can't help but wonder if that was my dad's way of teaching me the dangers of rushing into things too quickly. Then again, maybe I'm just overthinking things. I wish I'd had more time to talk to him about this kind of stuff. I'll take guard duty tonight. It's fine. I feel pretty refreshed after that sleep.
Something feels odd here. Be on your guard.
Hey! Are you insane? What the hell were you thinking? I thought we were gonna die!
One simply needs to be bold and act with conviction in times such as these.
Did you know it was gonna be safe before you jumped? Because I sure didn't.
More or less. I figured there would likely be a basin here akin to most such waterfalls.
Don't just make people jump off cliffs on a hunch!
Are we ever gonna finish climbing this ladder?
We're climbing a considerable height. It's only natural that it will take some time.
That's not the problem here!
We are getting closer to the top, aren't we?
You've just got to keep your spirits up, Rinwell. Positive thinking is everything.
Here goes! Dragon Swarm! Here I come!
Smash you!
In here!
Elusive Beam!
In here! I'll be saving this one!
Stay away from my friend!
Leave the enemy's arts to me!
No complaints here!
Art expert! Some fights are better left unfought!
Coming through!
Here I come! It's on!
Not in your dreams!
This one's mine!
It's a duel of the arts!
You picked the wrong fight! Severing Wing!
Lightning Aura! More where that came from!
I'm ready!
All yours, Kisara!
We did it!
Magnificently done.
Take this!
Dragon Swarm!
Swallow ready and ready!
It's almost too strong.
Be my guest!
Elusive
Here I come!
Let's get you all tucked away.
Swallow Blade!
Captain Swirl! Up and at 'em! Glacial Fire! We
I'll take you all on!
Hold on to your arms.
You're
Here I
mine!
come! Freeze!
Dragon Swarm!
This is the wind!
Take this!
In here!
I'm
That's
ready!
my cue!
Light Burst Force!
Radiant Genesis! You don't mess around. This will...
Certainly not.
Captain Swirl! All right!
Try harder! You picked the wrong one! Resonate with me!
Look shot! Stalagmite!
How about this? Illuminate the top!
Another incantation ruined.
This one will work!
You're mine! External devastation!
Make it rain!
All yours, Kisara!
Benediction light.
Light astral energy!
I can carve through armor! Take this!
Going in!
Dragon Form! External devastation!
I'm gone!
I'm not done! Air Pressure! Take this!
Ground and
You're finished! I'm ready!
Frozen!
Hammer!
Good to know my training is paying off.
You've collected an awful lot of those objects. You sure it's not just
Hush. Be quiet for a moment. The pieces speak to me.
What?
These relics that have scattered about. I can hear them whispering, longing to reunite with their lost friends and become one again.
Really? Do you hear any voices coming from them, Rinwell?
What? No! Don't get me wrong. I'm really interested in these things too, but I'm not crazy.
But don't you sometimes mutter stuff like, "Come to me, astral energy," when you cast your arts?
You're right. Oh my gosh. Are Dohalim and I actually alike?
Its charm really shines through now that it's been reassembled. Its streamlined shape, its geometric patterns. This is no mere amateur's work.
He's in his own little world at this point.
You get just like him when it comes to weapons, you know.
You're right. Oh my gosh. Am I just like Dohalim?
Huh? Why are you guys so quiet all of a sudden?
I sense a strange power from this.
What do you say we check back in on the ranch? I'm exhausted.
You should get some shut-eye. All right, guys. Ready to go?